Alright. So you should be able to go on the channel now and just see like the Wire character tier list and click that so you can join and see everything that's going on.
All right.
Let me know if everything is good.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
All right, looks good.
I wanted to get here. Actually, let me go into the program real quick and just lower this image down here. Put this up here.
The characters are looking a bit blurry as well. Is there anything we can do about that or no?
You can pay for my internet connection to get better. Other than that, not really, no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll take donations.
No.
Okay.
Our fans don't have that kind of money, Jace.
You could ignore the Fridays at 5 p.m. US CST. This is just the only thing that I had on hand.
You can ignore the what?
You can ignore like the little thing on stream. Like, oh, we stream at Fridays at 5 p.m. No, that does not happen anymore. This is just the only picture that I had on hand for it. All right. So,
That's
welcome everybody to the Wire character tier list. This should be fun.
Is my voice coming in late?
Not particularly. Not for me, at least.
Yeah, okay, so did you just hear the thing say, all right, looks
I
good?
wanted to get here. Actually, let me go into the program real quick and just lower. I have a 30-second delay put on it so it can stream.
Okay, no problem. I understand now.
Yeah, if I don't do that, then it just starts infinitely buffering.
Okay, so to make this not sound weird to me, should I just like lower the volume on the actual stream?
Brother, we're in a Discord call. You don't need volume on the stream.
Okay. All right, but for real, here we go.
Alright. Alright. So first character. We have, I believe, that is Naaman's mother.
All right, so for importance to the story purposes, like Naaman's mother is, obviously instrumental to the story of Naaman. Ooh, but I hate that bitch.
It's... So she's very, very important in season 4. Great for the themes of like each of the boys. In terms of like the overall message and the importance to the actual like 5-season long story, she's not the most important character, and dear God, I hate her.
But the actress does play the character well. I mean, I really can't stand her. The way she pushes Naaman to get back out on the street, and like she's just so entitled and disgusting. But the actress plays her very well. I'm thinking C personally.
I'm probably gonna go D tier personally. Like she would be an F if not for her importance to the story, and like the genuinely high quality writing around her. But like if we're just like making a tier list of the characters as to which characters I think deserve to be on this list, and like I wouldn't fly into an actual rage if I saw them. She's
D tier. Toss her in D tier.
all right. Now this dude's F tier.
My main man Anthony. All right. This dude treated Hamsterdam like a PvP zone.
he was a monster. Like when he looked at Carver and just basically said, "I regret nothing. I'd do it again. Need to keep these animals in line." Like, no, no. What's wrong with you?
Like he is a horrible person. He's a disgusting man. His haircut is cringe. Uh, bro did not respect Bunny Colvin. I really love the scene where Carver tells him off though, and like I feel like he's important for the show. Like what the show is saying with Carver's character, that like when you protect your buddies in the like police, even though they're bad people, like you just are dragged down with them. So I think he serves an important part.
Yeah, I do think that Herc as a character tells that story for Carver better than Tony. So,
Yep.
in terms of both likability and importance to story, I do put him like pretty much at the bottom of the list. Writing wise, he's decent.
Go ahead and toss bro an F.
Yeah. Now we got some swingers.
We got Avon Barksdale.
Frankly, if this man isn't an S tier, something has gone terribly wrong.
All right, so this is gonna be our first like argument. All right, here we go. All right, I put Avon in B tier.
Explain.
I would personally put Avon in B tier.
Explain.
After seeing The Wire all the way through twice, I personally have got to be completely honest. I think that Avon's actor turns in a great performance. I think that Avon gets a bit overshadowed by his partner in crime, Stringer Bell. I'm gonna be completely honest. I would personally put my boy Avon in B tier.
Alright. So, I'll respect your opinion, even if it's wrong. So, Avon is instrumental with the plot. He is one of the most important villains of the series. If not for his character and the way that it's set up, we just do not get the story in general. As well as the fact that he is a constant presence throughout the entire show. With the absence, like one absence in season 4, I believe. He is.
Yeah, he doesn't appear in season 4.
His writing is top notch. The paranoia that sets in for him in season 1, which leads into like his character arc in season 2 and 3. He has probably like with him and Stringer in season 3, like the best character dynamic in the series. And so like I can't not put him in S for my thing. So if you're hard set on putting him in B, I guess we split the difference and go A.
I personally am fine since we're like doing it together. I personally am fine with putting Avon in A. I do agree with you that Avon is instrumental to the plot. I'm not as big of a fan of Avon as most Wire fans are, because he tops a lot of people's lists. I do agree.
All right, Bodhi, my boy Bodhi. So
First of all, what a fantastic performance! Like the performance is just so real feeling.
the performance is incredibly real feeling, and it takes a lot for me to grieve a character that in season 1 I despised. After he killed Wallace, I hated him. And so to have him grow from that point to how he was in the end of the series, it felt so disturbing watching what happened to him. That said,
And
like,
I would like to say I also think that like a lot of people consider season 4's final episode, Final Grades, to be their favorite of the series, and I think that the stuff that Bodhi gets in that episode really elevates it. His disgust at Marlo and Chris and Snoop being so completely un completely what's the word, like ruthless when it comes to the life of anyone in Baltimore, and having like that reflect Bodhi in on himself is so potent, and it makes it to where you can interpret his final scene in like multiple different ways, as it either being like a suicide attempt or like a showing of loyalty. Because the first time I watched the show, I thought that Bodhi's death scene showed like his loyalty to the Barksdale organization, and the second time, like seeing how wildly he was firing, like you could argue that it was he basically just like wanted to die because he was feeling so horrible about killing Wallace, and like when he was kicking that police car, I really do think that he was kicking himself, and I think that you get so much from Bodhi in season 4, and it's just incredible to see what happens.
Like, in absence of season 4, I would have put him probably in, like, overall, like, a mid B, but with season 4, like, all the stuff that it does for him, I think that personally I would put him in A. Like I said, I do fall on the side that his disgust with Marlo, Snoop, and Chris is mostly like a self-hatred and realization that what he did to Wallace was just wrong. There was no need for that. Because a lot of things that he says in the conversation are very self-pointed, and then he immediately goes into self-punishment, goes to meet with McNulty, and that's the end of his life, basically. So, personally, I would put him at like a low A.
Low A sounds great to me. Like, in my opinion, when you've got a character like Bodhi, like the low A tier characters in this show would be triple S's in a lot of other shows.
Yeah, like it's very important that this is a tier list for The Wire itself, because like I can't speak for Tony here, but most other characters would be at least like a B tier.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Brandon. I believe that's Brandon, right?
That is Brandon, very important to the plot, did not deserve what happened to him. As far as personality and character goes, I don't know if I can go anywhere above C.
His importance to Omar's character has to like have weight, but we don't have almost any time with him at all. He's not like the screen presence that he does have isn't the most impressive. He is very much dragged up on the list by his connection to Omar, but just rating the character himself, I'd probably go like low C to high D, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I think a high D would be good for Brandon. And like you just said, like there are characters in the show that serve to make other characters more interesting, which in other shows that annoys me, but here it doesn't because it's just so seamless.
All right. I believe that the next character is that D'Angelo's mother.
So I'm looking on the list. So it's kind of blurry from my end. I think that is D'Angelo's mother. Yes.
Let me scroll.
Yeah. I think that's Brianna. That's yeah, Avon's sister.
Yeah, that's Brianna. Because I scrolled down and I couldn't see anyone else that looked like her. So, all right. Brianna, I hate Brianna. I hate her deeply. She has writing. She has a lot of good writing.
Brianna has some fantastic writing. Like
Like,
her,
she is incredibly
scene.
important to the plot. She is incredibly important to almost every member of the Barksdale organization's writing. Like, holy shit, is her themes fantastic as well. Go
No,
on.
and she is she's one half of one of my favorite scenes in the series. So to anyone just watching this, I watched The Wire years ago and then rewatched it with Ryan here over the course of the last year. Well, actually, we watched season 1 last year, and then once we got back on season 2, like we basically watched 2, 3, 4, and 5 in like what, like a month?
Maybe a month and a half at the most.
So in the process of rewatching, I did confirm that one of my favorite scenes in the series is when McNulty confronts Brianna about D'Angelo's death. I think it does incredible stuff for both of their characters. Like Brianna grieving realizing that her son's death wasn't a suicide, and McNulty like showing genuine morality in that moment and saying like I just wanted to when she's like, why did you even come to me with this? And McNulty's like, I just wanted to find someone who cared about him. Like it really makes D'Angelo's death feel like it's still completely unfair, but it's a great cap off to D'Angelo's death.
Yeah. That said, like of the Barksdale organization, the leadership, she's definitely the least developed. And although we both agree that her scenes, like when she's grieving D'Angelo and her realization that she is the one responsible for his death, are like those are probably some of the best in the series. I don't feel comfortable putting her like above a B tier. Like if Avon's an A, I don't think that she could be on the same tier as him. Even if I think that she has fantastic writing, I think she has to go in like a respectable high B.
Yeah, high B sounds good for me.
All right. I can't remember his name, but he's Bubs' sponsor.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
Wayland.
Right. I like Wayland. He is a fantastic presence in the short amount of time that we have him. The way that he leads into Bubbles' like final scene is like beautiful. His introduction at the end of season 4 is also amazing. We don't have enough of him to
the
put
scene
him,
where
like,
he confronts
the high, like that high on the list. Personally, go on.
The scene where he appears in season 1 and gets an amazing scene, and then when he appears at the end of season 4, like you said, the scene where he confronts Bubbles and Bubbles starts crying is like so fantastic. I think that Wayland is like easy high B.
All right. I was gonna go a high C, so do we want to split the difference and go for like a low B?
Yeah, that works for me.
All right. Omar Little. Let me
just throw him up there.
There you go. I don't think much. Anyone who has watched this show, which if you haven't watched the show and you're this deep into the video, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go watch it.
Go watch it, please.
Like Omar, you do not need to speak for the level of just insane screen presence, fantastic writing, and just probably one of the most iconic characters in television history just in general. I mean, he was quoted by Obama.
Like Obama said he was his favorite fictional character of all time, which like Michael K. Williams turns in such a ridiculously good performance as the character, and he's so complicated. Like in my opinion, I think you'll agree with this, Ryan. Omar might have like one of the most interesting moral codes ever.
Yeah, it's how strict he is with it too. Like, you do not see him slip up on his code for the entire time.
And like even at the end of the series, like he evolves throughout. He's an interesting character because he both evolves and remains the same. Like Omar has so much taken from him in the series, people that he runs with, and yet in the end, he never turns that anger towards the city. He's so intelligent, and he always turns that anger towards the specific people that wronged him. And he is someone who definitely believes in karmic justice, and seeing him dole it out throughout the series, like, it's just incredible to watch.
All right. So, I don't think any of us, or anyone who watches the video is going to argue that he belongs in S tier.
It's just a matter of how far up he's going to be, and I think that when we do this, I don't know if we are going to like reorganize A. We'll definitely have to reorganize the S tier once we get there.
Yeah. So, it is very fitting that it went Omar Little into Bunk, considering how connected those two characters are, both thematically and in their characters' history. All right. Bunk.
What I find so...
Go on.
Go on. I just want to say that what I find so interesting is that you talk to people who haven't seen The Wire in a while, and like they don't remember how important Bunk and Omar's characters and stories are to each other, how interweaved they are, because they really don't have very many scenes together. They have, I think, maybe 2 or 3 scenes together in the course of the entire like 60-hour series, but thematically and story-wise, they do so much work for each other.
I mean, there's a reason why, like, whenever Omar does pass away, like, when he is murdered, that the first responder basically call up Bunk, see if how, and let him come here and be, like, the first person to pronounce him. Like, they are so intrinsically tied together with their storytelling. Personally, I love Bunk. Personality-wise, he is one of the most enjoyable characters to have on screen. The frustration that he has with McNulty in season 5 is so good. The speeches that he gives Omar in the scenes that you're talking about, as to like saying that, oh, I saw little children fighting over a shotgun and saying like, I want to be Omar next. Like, I cannot put this man below A tier. Like, personally, I would probably put him below Avon and above Bodhi. How are you feeling?
Okay, so when I first show a second time, I grew to appreciate just his presence in the show, and I am personally thinking low S, if for nothing other than the fact that, for me personally, I think that Bunk is probably the most fun to watch in the precinct.